So here's the deck that I promised I would talk about this week. As I'm looking through it, I've obviously suffered a loss recently because of, well, let's see what I'm looking for here. Revenge of the Ravens. I've had too many creatures incoming and losing too many life. The fact that I play Shocklands in this deck means that I'm losing life to get things on board. So I'm trying to decide what I don't need to make room for those Revenge of Ravens. Usually what the first thing I do is I'll go through and I'll look for anything that I have 4 of. And yeah, I'm not going to do that just yet. Normally I look for what I have 4 of, throw those in, and wait, I'll throw in the new item, and then I will take out, yes, I'll throw in the new item, then I'll take out anything that I have 4 of, just to fit it in, which is probably a terrible way to do that, because usually I'm doing this on the fly, and I should be maybe taking into more consideration what cards need to be in there. You need to have 4 of them. There are just a few cards. There, I got the Revenge of Ravens. Okay. There are just some cards that, for the deck to work, you've got to have 4 copies of. You can't miss. Just like you can't miss your land drops, you can't miss having, 4 copies of said card. Usually it's the lower end stuff. You've got to have a good, solid start for every deck that you're ready to play. It's taken me a long time to learn that, and I still screw it up on a regular basis. But it's the joys of playing Magic, right? Waiting for other people to go, that's also one of the joys of Magic, isn't it? So, yes, here we go. Let it come into play now. You can buy yourself a turn or 2 if you're not facing Red Rush. Red deck wins. And in that case, yeah, you can take your time, drop your Shocklands, not have to worry about it. Obviously, it's going to be a life gain deck, because what else is there? Red Rush, life gain, that's all. That can be a little bit of a surprise, though, should they decide to send something my way right away. Just mainly want to get to that Revenge of Ravens, and I want to get multiples of that on the board if I can. See if he goes for it. Yes. Goes for it. And, surprise. I'll take that. Nice. Okay. Yeah, another one of those, so I'm in pretty good shape here. Anything that gives me value for every attacking creature. Best to have 2 on the board, though. 1 sometimes isn't quite enough, because if they just pump up 1 creature and attack with that 1 creature over and over. At this point, I'm still trying to decide whether I need a Ritual of Soot. Something to wipe out those early creatures. Ritual of Soot just doesn't seem strong enough. I need a way of getting rid of creatures on a mass level, as well as single source removal. Okay. Nice. Let's see where. Yeah, I'll take the life. Just gonna make me harder to kill later on. Still, I'm not quite getting the value I need out of this. Really would like to have another blue mana source, of course. Of course. I don't think I was paying attention. I think I probably should have put down the keen-eyed. But let's see where we go with this. At least they're going to have to think hard. Or they'll just mutate that to the +1. So let's throw this down. At this point, I just don't have the cards that I need to really make this deck work the way that it should. Yeah, this is what I was talking about as far as a single creature attacking for multiple damage. There we go. That should make it a little bit more difficult. Let's put this down now. And yeah, we'll just... I'm feeling confident that I'm near my 20 life total start, and I don't think he has any big surprises in store for me, so I can risk another turn or two. I'm not sure that they understand how this works, because every time they're swinging in, they're losing a little bit more life, in addition to me gaining life. That's the real drawback. Okay, I could use that later. I don't think I want to block. Nah. Alright. Down to 8 life. Now, I don't really know why I have that in there, because do I even have any planeswalkers? I may have cut my planeswalkers out of here. Another thing when you change things up in the heat of battle. And this puts me in a good position for the mid game. Let's see if he mutates something else. Well, it doesn't matter, because I've got a counterspell in my hand. They learned their lesson. Well, let's get this on the board anyhow. Just have an overwhelming presence. Yeah, that could be interesting. Again, I probably shouldn't be playing it now. Should wait till... Yeah, actually, that gives me enough devotion to green. Get that on the board. For whatever reason, I was thinking that that would count as a creature coming in, but since it's already been there, it's not going to give me any extra counters on the Wildborn Preserver. And I guess that's really what the Karn's Bastion is for, not for a Planeswalker, rather to pump up the jam, pump up the Wildborn Preserver. Well, they don't want to come over, but let's take advantage of any time your opponent doesn't do anything. You need stuff in your deck to allow you to take advantage of it. Take those free turns. And just for the heck of it, let's do this. Might as well let's over or under. Let me keep the other abilities. Just in case we start out. Yeah. Press every advantage. Now here's a problem. I have a ton of land cards and nothing to spend it on. So I need to rework this deck in a way that I'm actually going to get value. Get value based on cards in hand. And not just leave mana unspent on the field. Oh, there we go. Can come back from that 8 life. Oh, it's a human. What was I thinking? That's not going to give me any Wildborn Preserver tokens. +1s. And a life. Alright. Trying to play a little bit more cautiously, not pressing. What do I do with this? Well, it's indestructible, so I could put it on there. I might lose any counters and such, but having that returned to the board would be nice. And see what else I'm looking for. Looking for something better. That's not what I want. Nope. Alright, let's just go ahead and attack, attack, attack. He'll either take the damage, he'll block in a somewhat efficient way, he'll get those life linkers, but I don't care too much. Oh, that will give him 2 more life points, though, won't it? So everything is blocked, and it'll go up to 10. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Not bad, not bad. Oh. Didn't think about that. Well, that's why we play these games, right? 2 more life, and he's got a life linker on the board. I've lost a creature, lost some of my advantage, but Revenge of Ravens was definitely worth putting in there. Let's see if we can get something else with Flash. That's what I've been looking for. Slitherwisp. Okay, now we can turn this around a little bit. I've got Flash, so let's do it on their turn. That's going to come back anyhow. Okay, so taking advantage of the Flash mechanic, we'll throw this on the board. What looked like a foolish block. Well, it might still be foolish, but what the heck. Make sure I have a chance to cast that Spectral Sailor. Oh! Interesting. Well, yeah, it's a good thing that creature comes back then, doesn't it? So, if I do this, 2 more counters on it, but I don't think, nope, I don't think that's going to be enough. It's definitely not going to be enough. He's doing 4 damage, so. Yeah, I kind of mucked that up, but every time I cash that, whoa, nice. That was quite a volley in exchange. Alright, at least my green is back up, but boom, goes back down, and goes back up. And yeah, that wasn't the best exchange, but it was interesting volley of cards. Okay. Alright, so now we start playing things. Yeah. Do I do it now or do I let's wait. Actually, I should go into this is indestructible. It's gotta get through to do damage. Maybe he'll let it sneak through. Alright, so If they block, cast a Cutthroat and bump up the Wildborn Preservers. Yeah, there we go. I like it. Okay. Take a point of damage from that. Draw another card. That's good shape. And well, they both get the bonus. Oh, good. All right, nice. Lets me know how much damage I need to. Do I have enough? So that's 6, 7. So I need to. I'll just put a couple in there because I'm actually getting greedy, and I want. What do I want to do? Yeah. Okay, one more. I want to be able to cast that Wilderness Reclamation. Okay. Ah, dang it. It's one of those things with the triggers. The smaller triggers get overlooked. Looking at that big picture. And untap everything. I'm going to be sad when that rotates out. I think we're going to close the game outright. Well, there you go. I guess we're going to close the game out right now. Alright, so a good example of what the deck can do, but not what it should be doing. That Slitherwisp needed to come in a lot sooner. Anyhow, in the meantime, thank you for tuning into Tibalt's Apprentice. A reminder, if you're going to buy Magic cards, use that local game store, but if not, use the link below. Thanks for watching.